After years of waiting, the Boruto anime is finally giving us material that will go over the much talked about Kara organization, being the Kara Actuation arc, which is meant to set up the OWL arc of the Boruto series. That's why I felt that now was the right time for us to take a look at the organization known as Kara and go very in depth before the Kara Actuation arc kicks off, so those of you guys who are anime only fans will be able to catch up on things that the anime is alluding to in the upcoming arc. So consider this your version of everything you need to know about the Kara organization. So starting things off, it is really easy to think of Kara as being the Boruto series equivalent of the Akatsuki, or calling them Akatsuki Light, or calling them an Akatsuki ripoff. And I'll say this right now, you're doing them a huge disservice to do that. So a lot of people want to say that this is just a group filled with extremely powerful combatants, which is a real understatement since some of these guys can keep up with a suppressed KCM2 Naruto, but calling Kara an Akatsuki ripoff, like I said before, is a huge disservice. They're actually a lot more complex. So you have Akatsuki, a group that was filled with hardened S-rank criminals. Okay, everybody knows that. However, Kara is something bigger and more complex. The group is composed of inner members and outer members, as well as the as of yet revealed elder members of Kara. Each of the members of the inners is charged with standing over a particular section of the ninja world, keeping tabs on the developments, and manipulating from the shadows by directing the outer members in their eventual roles when it comes to the Kara plans. Each of the members of the inners wears a black cloak with a silver pin, and each of them has a Roman numeral tattoo on their body. While it isn't clear if it is similar to the Espada in Bleach, where the number indicates their rank or power, but what we do know is that this is a signature identifying marker for the inner members of Kara. The outer members of Kara, on the other hand, are former shinobi as well as affluent people in power who directly take orders from the inner members, carrying out whatever missions and roles are assigned to them. However, this is where the complexity of Kara truly kicks in. So the outer members believe that Kara is a secret society and believes that the wealth that they accumulate on the black market, as well as the advancement of technology that they've done, are meant to push the status of Kara as a secret society or a secret organization. However, that's only partly right. While it does mean a lot that Kara's outer members have pushed drugs onto the black market to further create instability in the peaceful world that Naruto fought to create, you also have to remember that their other goal was to push technology onto the 5 great nations to test it out and send the results of those tests back to the scientists of Kara, the man named Amado, and Amado would share that information with Jigen and they would use it to develop a weapon. Developments like the scientific ninja weapons tools that Naruto thought would be a great way to motivate the youth was merely Kara's way of testing out the ninja tech before having the data sent to Amado. Even certain scientists in Konoha who thought that they were doing so of their own brilliant inhibitions were essentially being used as puppets to push Kara's agenda. This really makes you look at the Mitsuki desertion arc a lot differently, where you had artificial life that Inoki was creating, better known as the fabrications, and they were first pushed onto him by an unknown scientist who found Inoki during his moment of grieving at the loss of his grandson and used it as a way to manipulate him. If you guys will recall, at the end of that arc, one of the bodies went missing. While it was never confirmed, it reeks of the things that Kara is confirmed to have done in the shadows before. Now, the outer members are also charged with getting into positions of influence, with some of them being close to the feudal lord and actively working behind the scenes to have both the feudal lord of the land of fire as well as Naruto removed from the Hokage position. All throughout each of the 5 great nations, Kara essentially has sleepers in each of the villages, with it being confirmed that they have a large presence in the land of fire without Naruto even knowing it. Given that each inner member of Kara has a designated section of the ninja world that they are in charge of, it stands to reason that more villages and nations have sleeper cells hiding in plain sight, just as they do in the land of fire. Part of what makes the inner members so deadly is the fact that their monstrous power that they produce is a byproduct of what Dr. Gero did in Dragon Ball with Lapis and Lazuli, better known as 17 and 18. Both of these people, they were once human beings, but they had their bodies modified with mechanical enhancements to turn them into the cyborgs that we know from Dragon Ball Z. The members of Kara, in particular the inner members, have used the advancement of science to have their bodies mechanically enhanced to push them to new levels of power that are absolutely insane, with some of the members even having mechanical prosthetics on their bodies. Kara has been hiding in plain sight, and that also means that they have access to very important intel that you get inside the 5 great nations. Further Further adding to the far-stretching reach of Kara is the fact that in Boruto Opening 7, it showed us a new member of Kara's Inners who's yet to be introduced into the Boruto manga yet, but given everything that we've learned about the inner members, his status is very likely important, likely even having ties to the elders of Kara. While we've yet to learn anything about the role of the elders, one of the inner members of Kara, Kashin Koji, did appear to hold the elders in high regard. However, given the end goal of the Kara organization, which for anime only fans, I'll say that I saved this bit of information for the very end of the video because I'm giving you a chance to click off because this is a major spoiler. So unless you want to be spoiled, I'm gonna tell you guys to click off the video right now, because like on a scale from 1 to 10, this would be an absolute 10 when it comes to spoiler. I'm giving you a chance to click off now. So if you're still here, I'm assuming you're okay with these spoilers. So, as we all know, the end goal of Kara is to have a new god tree planet and to wipe out all life on Earth, with Jigen promising to fulfill the wishes of each of the inner members of Kara. That in itself is pretty scary, given how much wealth and power that they've acquired behind the scenes, while also having a large number of people believe that they're part of a special secret society, and in the end it turns out that they're all pawns used to further the goal of Ishiki Otsutsuki. However, that's gonna be it for this latest video. Hopefully I've changed the minds of those you guys who feel that Kara is just a ripoff of the Akatsuki, and let me know what you guys think about Kara, and let me know what you guys think the role of the elders of Kara is gonna be. Let me know down in the comment section below, but as always guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.